my face. Y'all be taking my place.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7
Damn, it's raining and
and
shit.
the radar indicates it's going to continue, but
we at your house, buddy.
Football from happening at
in the
FedEx
rain.
Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Washington Redskins. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
You going to what? You need to hit that nigga up on Facebook. You got that nigga Jake Roberts, don't you? That's Dwayne. Hit him up, or hit him up on the game and let him know.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender.
Man, nigga, you got your outfit down there the same color as mine. What the fuck?
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off
this all black.
And no better way to do it
than to be like me, man.
Game early.
I'm screaming, yeah, Henry.
This defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Looking to throw. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
Eventually, you're going to switch that defense.
On the delay, this is Murray. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Y'all know I don't have Kamara no more. Nope. I told you everybody was up for trade. Y'all wasn't listening.
2nd and 9 now. Cook with a first down, much more.
Jonathan?
And he gets it all the way down to the 3.
You gave me exactly what some of the shit I needed. I got another receiver. I got a middle linebacker. And I got a first-round draft pick.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Latavius Murray, his 3rd touchdown. Now the field and score on the opening drive. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
And it's raining.
After the touchdown, Lutz to
it's raining on, yeah, it's about to rain outside, but it's raining on the game.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Darius Geis, his first carry of the game.
Yes.
Absolutely nobody fooled there.
I put Jonathan running back out, and then I traded him mine.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On the ground, it's Geis. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line.
I'm going to run. Boom. Now I ain't got no running back. Yeah, I'll give you one.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite
give me that first round pick. I need
his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target.
Boy, if he would have got you,
Third down is a key down in any game you play, and 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. And they'll indeed go for it with Rosen. And this is incomplete. A real head scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way.
All I got is one running back there.
It's a late game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 4. Going with a screen for Murray.
Now he's going to pick that block up,
yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now.
I feel good about this.
He'll look to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
First down.
Catch number 44 on the year. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Latavius Murray with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
I miss.
And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away.
Killer.
With some frustration after the PAT miss.
That taking only $9, son.
17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
You don't know what you missed.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
All 3 seasons.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive
I was watching the quarterback because I didn't want to have him say, oh, he hit the quarterback.
The defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature.
You're going to lose him.
To go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
You're going to make him weak, I'm telling you.
Up a 14 and a Washington first down. They'll look to throw on first down to Josh Rosen. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. Oh, Rosen is stripped of the football.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
It's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away.
What the fuck was he doing?
Touchdown. Paul Richardson.
This nigga let him score.
Touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back.
Oh, that's some bullshit. I didn't hit the kicker.
That touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 13-7.
Me on foot.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is Cook with a grab. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. This is complete to Michael Thomas.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
This quarterback,
you know who that is.
10 of 10 to start the game. How about that? As he comes up on a 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
Too many, y'all.
2nd and 14. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And that'll be incomplete.
Oh,
we
they hit
do
me
have
with
a
a
penalty
PI?
flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Rosen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return here will go.
Darius Slay with a pick. You know who man that was.
The passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes
Don't
along.
you? Oh,
it's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now it's Rosen. And this will be incomplete. There, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he'll take this across midfield. And
I was about to give up Von Bell to somebody.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points
for
late
first
in the half.
round.
I absolutely understand that.
I'm ready to give him up
It's
too.
all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
That'll be complete to Cook. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless. Murray.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
I just so happened to look up and the clock was moving. The play clock, I just looked up and the clock was moving.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll air it out deep for Thomas.
Well, damn.
And this will be incomplete.
I missed 2 passes.
To go. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Redskins' defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
You're going to get your quarterback hurt.
The head coach and his
J.J. Watt going to pop the piss out of him.
Will it be angry? Will it be clinical?
Kelly, he going to catch him
Will it be
eventually.
calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. Short kick here, fielded about the 17. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Out Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something
that was supposed to be intercept, y'all dummies.
And back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he finds McLaurin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
I'm playing killer.
The pick up, and it's good for a Washington first down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl
getting our game out the way. This scream on.
They should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
It's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Eli Apple.
Eli got him one. That dude I took from you got him a pick. That cornerback.
Possession of the third quarter and interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the
number 29.
Running out the wrong
that cornerback you had.
Running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Does that happen?
Yeah, he just called him an intercept. Then Eli.
The team's actually doing that back in the good old days.
They're going to look to throw. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I want to do this play, but then I don't want to do this play. We about to see. I'm going to do it anyway.
The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. To the
that nigga fell. He fell.
Those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just
that nigga fell in the end zone. You saw that, right?
Try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to
kill him.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains.
I got played. That was your intercept.
2nd and goal. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Latavius Murray, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Hey, Wahoo! 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Be gripping.
They'll look to throw here. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent.
I didn't make that. It's my field goal. I take field goal.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
If you get in the stream, you will know.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him at 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them.
Oh, shit.
But that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Yeah, that one there seems nice.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime action. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Marshawn Lattimore got him one.
Way down near the 40-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that
you're doing a good job keeping me out that end zone, Kevin. I just want to let you know that. Them last two plays, no, I'm talking about them last two plays. Did a damn good job keeping me out that bitch, because I was sure enough coming.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Oh, and I seen it. I seen this shit too late.
It's
I ain't gonna.
Kerrigan getting the sack.
I ain't gonna touch the hand of fate, son.
And because of that,
nobody
was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well.
What a PI.
They see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. Open man is Michael Thomas. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw.
I saw you watching me. You was trying to feed where I was going. That's why I threw it short.
There on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run from the shotgun with Murray. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
On the ready. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Back to throw here. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone.
I knew you was about to blitz me.
Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can put this one out of reach.
I missed.
It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
5-1.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because it's always about being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now Rosen. Complete. Richardson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for Washington.
I'll show enough was in a blitz defense.
Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Here's Geis.
These niggas pushed him forward
before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Redskins 13 there on a 1st down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Geis, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4.
Davenport overall.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. It's Geis on the counter. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On third down, Rosen. And that is incomplete. Coming up.
Hey, that's the man I...
Wow.
With you.
Fourth down. Here's Rosen.
Good shit.
Second run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
I traded with Jonathan for some players.
To throw is Rosen. They'll check it down to Geis.
Yeah, he got James Rosen.
On the play, and just like that, it's third down. The Redskins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Rosen will throw, and that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Here we go. 70, Indy. That's trash.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
I seen it too.
And it's intercepted.
Big for 6.
Picked off at the 21. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. This is Murray. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
No, that's my only running back.
And brings up 3rd down.
I told you I traded Camaro.
Didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
That's a halfback. Turn that AC off. Bitch, my toes feel so cold. Feel like my socks squeezing between them bitches. There ain't nothing in there. That too.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Really?
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Rosen on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
Sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught. Humphreys. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play. That means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On play action, Rosen. Going to be knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just...
You got no choice, man.
Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's caught.
Oh!
Inside the 25.
Oh!
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
It better not rain inside that bitch.
That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary.
Oh, yeah.
But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Been an X-Factor.
I mean, what does it matter?
Couple guys ago.
These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings.
Exactly. They don't have to face the guy.
He been an X-Factor a couple games ago, son. Ask Dwayne.
Visual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
Dwayne said, you got your quarterback at an X-Factor already? I said, hell yeah. That nigga had over 50 snaps.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. One final shot here from Rosen. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
And that's why he's an X-Factor right there.
As the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week.
You see that pass?
To Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Washington, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll be off to Oakland next week.
I ain't even much upgrades before that game.
3 now.
I got what? I got a lot of people that might be in the free agency, son. Nothing left. Josh Hill is 75 now. Did you set your game to advance? You ready to advance?
Yeah, I already did all that, man.
Alright.
Yeah, thanks for playing with me, man.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Yeah. Alright, I'll be back, y'all.
Alright. Wait, before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. You got it. Wait, before the deal, say this one for your photo real. Bitch, I know I'm ill. I think this for the family.